Yo yo, I'm Micks Mowers Man and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be working on this Cobra multi-tool. It's an MT250C and the gentleman's brought it in because the pull cord is not turning the engine over. That's the main reason. Now I have already had a look at it and I did sort of diagnose what was going on with it anyway before I did the video, and it turns out that the starter cup was to blame. Now the starter cup is a little tiny aluminium plate which interlocks with the recoil, and that turns the engine. And when I looked inside, these two little tiny pores here were just loose inside the cup. So the springs have come off. These are worn down over the years. And in fact this one's actually snapped. This one's different to this one. See how there's a difference between the two? So they've snapped. So that's the problem with it. And it's quite a common problem, and it's quite an easy fix. So in today's video, if your pull cord is mucking about where you just got no sort of, it's not turning the engine over or anything like that, then this could be the video for you. Also, there are 3 bolts missing from the recoil because somebody's been in there, I think. Or what possibly happened is the screws have come loose, which sets the pull cord assembly off kilter, and that's what makes the pores snap. So the bolts are missing, so I've got to replace the 3 bolts to hold it in, and then I've got to replace the cup. So quite a quick, simple little video. Should take more than 3 or 4 minutes to do the actual job itself. I want to show you step by step, and we'll go from there. If it's your first time watching Micks Mowers Man, hit the old subscribe button, whack the old bell, set notifications to all. That way you'll be told it's up on the video. So without further ado, let's get down dirty and let's get this starter pull cord cup replaced. Right, so this should be a relatively quick little video. It shouldn't take too long at all to do it. As you can see, all my nuts and bolts are missing from the back. So 1, 2, 3 bolts are missing. There's 1 bolt which is in situ, which is here, which I can now take off the bottom. And then we can then remove the pull cord assembly itself. Take that off, remove the pull cord assembly. Like so. So there's your recoil assembly there, no problems. And then literally just inside here is the actual starter recoil cup, and you can see that the ears are missing and the springs are missing. The actual device itself has little tiny springs fitted to the back, and underneath these pores there's a spring just down inside there. Okay. And then they're generally held on with a little tiny C clip at the back. Now you should better buy literally just the pores itself. You can buy just the pores and you'll be on a winner. But that's the part itself. Now, to remove this part here, the problem is that this will spin, and you can't get a purchase on it. There's no nut on there to take it off. So what you have to do is you're going to have to remove the spark plug. Okay, now the reason you're going to do this is we're going to put in a, oh my lord, what's that in there? Oh, see, and it says it runs, and what's in there? Look, torch spark plug. Now we all know torch spark plugs are only good for one thing, ladies and gentlemen: smashing windows. Now, need to find a little tiny ratchet to go onto there. Let's move my fan because it is so warm out here. It's not even funny. It's one of the hottest days of the year, and I've got a fan in place just to keep me nice and cool. I don't want it blowing all over my microphone. So just want to grab a socket, just so I can actually remove the spark plug. Let me grab a socket and I'll come back to you in 2 seconds. Now the spark plug socket sizes will differ as to what spark plug you've got in there. So we're going to remove the spark plug. Take that out. Lovely little torch spark plug. We love a torch spark plug in this part of the world. So I'm going to put a light on top of my camera as well for you, just so we've got a little bit of extra light. And I want to now just get a screwdriver or a slight tool. I just want to try and rotate this piston by turning the bottom of the engine, you'll see that this will go up and down on my Allen key, and I'll put it into its lowest position. Okay. Once it's in its lowest position, I'm then going to grab some pull cord. And I'm going to use quite a thick pull cord because we've got to put quite a bit in there, but only enough just to sort of jam the piston in place. Okay. So I'm just going to burn the end of my pull cord up so we don't get no frayed bits in there. Right, so a bit of pull cord like that, a nice big length of it, and literally going to jam this pull cord in the hole. Okay, going to feed it all the way in, as much as we can get in there. Now what you can do is you can sort of double it up like so you don't put the end of a pull cord in, so in case it goes through one of the exhaust port, it won't actually cut the pull cord off inside the engine. Okay, so just start jamming that in, get as much in there as you possibly can. Just start poking. You can use this little screwdriver, just go very, very gentle, and just start jamming it all in there best you can. You can buy the proper piston stops for these type of machines if you want to, but I haven't got one, and literally all you have to do is just keep poking this pull cord in. Once you've got enough pull cord in, you can then start to turn the piston, and you'll see with the pull cord in there, you can now jam that shut. Now, next thing to do will be to get a pair of grips, and all we want to do is grab hold of this starter cup, okay, and then just turn that anti-clockwise, and it will, they're not on the tight, it will just come straight off just like that. So just keep twisting that off, and that'll come off in your hand. Now this one is a normal thread. I have seen others which have a different thread on them. Okay. Whilst we're in here, quick little inspection around, make sure there's no cracks and stuff like that, and also there's no springs in the way that might have snapped off from the old one. Get your new starter cup, and literally that just threads back on the exact same way we have one come off. Just hold it into place, start to spin it. Now, as you turn this, you may find the piston may move slightly, okay, because of the string, but it could go down and then jam up again. Now mine's jammed up. Get your grips and just literally, you haven't got to tighten these up horrendously, they just have to be well on there. So just make sure you get a decent grip on it. You certainly don't want to bend it. Nice and tight. That's on. Now just back that off, and then start to retract your string, and as you can see there's no cuts in the string, so we know that the pull cord hasn't been damaged and gone inside the exhaust port or something like that. Okay, get rid of your pull cord out of the way, and now your starter port is in the right position. Okay, that's what it should be. We can now put our spark plug back in, our lovely torch spark plug. And then just going to nick that up with my ratchet. And then just tighten that up just so it's well seated. Replace your HT lead. And now grab your pull cord. Now this is going to be the hardest bit for me, is that I've actually now got to try and find 3 bolts that will actually fit this machine, because they weren't on here. Now I'm a firm believer is that the bolts came loose originally, and that is the reason why this machine failed in the first place. So I'm just going to put the bolt in down the bottom just to hold it in place. So I'll line that up. There it goes. Once that one's in place, we know that we're nearly home. Now I've found in my little tiny arsenal of bits and pieces some bolts that fit. Now they are just slightly too long for what I actually need, however they will actually fit and not restrict the machine in any way, shape or form. And they're quite long, but they're stainless steel bolts. Right, so I have found some bolts, hopefully these will fit. They're stainless steel. Let's just try and run that one in. Now they are slightly too long, but I'm convinced they will hold. So I'm just going to run that one in. Let me just find a little tiny ratchet just to run that in. I can't actually find my little ratchet. I had it just the other day. I can't actually, oh it is there. I couldn't find the bugger. Because I've been busying it down here, really busy, trying to get some stuff done. That's a good fit, nice tight solid fit. So these are not going to drift out anytime soon. I've got 3 to fit. I'm sure that pull cord's all the way home. I'm just going to start running now. You just want to make sure that the bolt you're fitting in is not going to come in contact with any moving parts. That's all you have to do. Got another one here to fit. We'll start that one off. Just get it running. You can actually buy the proper bolts for it. You know that's not a problem. But I've just got a big arsenal of just nuts and bolt bits and bobs that I can use. I'm going to run that down into there. Make sure it does fit. Lovely. I've got one more to go, which is be all the way down the bottom on this one. In there. I'm going to run that down. Get him started. Yeah, it's biting nicely. And I'm going to run that one all the way in. So now that the pull cord itself is actually being held down in position, that's now not going to move. So now when we pull the pull cord, that should do what it should do normally. Okay, which is good. So now we've got the pull cord in place. The pulls are now working. I can now get on and try and look at make sure this machine's going to run, but there are a few kinks in these pipes I've noticed. I also want to sort those kinks out before we do anything more. Then I can fill it up with fuel and try and run it up. But that's a repair. Let's see if it actually now will actually start up. I'm going to go from there. Right, so Cobra's now out on the old lawn. So now we can try and see if the bloke is telling the truth. Stop it is that way, out's that way. We give it a bit of throttle. We'll choke it and poke it. Choke it's up, that's all you want to choke. It says it's priming, so it's got a good chance. Let's see what it does. Yeah. So that's fixed. I'm happy with that. And that there be how you fix your starter recall cup on any trimmer, that sort of thing. They're all pretty much the same. Just watch. Some are left-hand threads. I have come across that before, but this is a normal thread. And make sure you use a piston stop. So there you go. Quick little video for you in the hot temperature. Micks Mowers brings another video to you. We're counting down the days to a holiday, and yeah, can't wait for that. So yeah, super happy. If you enjoyed this video, Micks Mowers and Mower Man, hit your subscribe button, whack the old bell, set notifications to all, no Riley ding. That way you've told us someone upload another video, and I look forward to you guys next time. Micks Mowers very, very soon. But don't forget, much more importantly, take it easy.